Welcome back to the Full Octane Garage. Today we're going to catch everyone up on Project E-type. It's probably been about 4 months since the last time we touched on it. We had picked the E-type. It is a 1972 Jaguar E-type 2+2 coupe with a V12 engine. We had picked it up in Amarillo, Texas on or about February 6th, drove the 2,000 miles there and back, and got it back to Nashville on a Sunday night just before Lady Gaga came on the Super Bowl. So it took about 45 hours there and back, plus a quick dinner at the Big Texan. That Monday we got it cleaned up, they put it on the rack, and that's where the process of discovery began. The hood was removed, and the car was prepped at first to start the engine. There's seeing if the engine would start and getting a good compression test was essential to how this project was going to end up. If I had a $15,000 or $20,000 engine rebuild, the project might not continue.
Check it. Yeah, we had no key. Turn this on with.
That hurts.
Yeah.
All right, so we put in a new ignition switch.
Correct.
All right, and the other thing that we had was a bad alternator.
Yes, we haven't done anything with it yet.
Okay. Right now, Gail's installing the new ignition switch. So the direct short has been narrowed down to a bad alternator. So that will be coming out, and that'll take care of hopefully the electrical issue. It's turning.
You may have to lift. Can you lift the choke with your finger?
Oh yeah.
Turn your key off for a moment. Yeah, just lifting the choke. All right, go ahead. Okay.
Check spark.
Yep, I'm gonna check spark.
The mandatory equipment for the first startup of the Jaguar. We laugh now.
I hear drips. Okay, and we got a fuel leak right here.
But at the end of the day, after we found many fuel leaks, oil leaks, coolant leaks, there was a short in the electrical, I had to replace the ignition switch, the alternator, and starter. We were able to get the car started, and what a beautiful sound that V12 made.
Sounds good. That's what you said.
It sounded awesome. The compression test came through with flying colors, and so everything was good to go. So hopefully those were any of the big surprises that we were able to scotch those at that point. So the initial assessment for the E-type. Of course, we had to replace the alternator, the starter, the ignition switch, all the hoses, coolant fans, got to repair the clutch, repair the handbrake, replace the entire fuel tank and fuel system, including the fuel pump. There was the fuel tank was just completely rusted out, and it had the wrong fuel pump on it. We're replacing the entire exhaust system, which had holes and was rusted out, with a stainless steel upgrade. So looking forward to that. Got some pictures on that. It's absolutely beautiful. Should last a lot longer. We have to remove the engine and remove the transmission in order to accomplish a lot of that work that we're already talking about. At that time, we're going to go ahead and resurface the flywheel. We're rebuilding the rear end completely. That includes the brakes, the rotors, all the suspension and bushings. So yes, after redoing the rear end, we're replacing all the bushings on the car. We're replacing the brakes and suspension components on the front end. Any of the components that are supposed to be zinc plated are being zinc plated. That includes the little nuts and bolts and all on the 4 carburetors that are being rebuilt. If it's supposed to be painted black, it's being painted, refinished black.
These are all the parts for some parts for the E-type. The mud guards and all various fittings. They're either going to be black or they're going to be zinc coated and cleared.
Yeah, so all 4 carburetors are being rebuilt. Also had the front seats recovered with vinyl for the moment, and along with the console so that it would match. Bailey did an outstanding job like that. It looks like original, but it's a temporary fix for me until the time comes that I can go on to that next step and have the interior redone. As far as other things that need to be done, the front left fender of the car was damaged, and so that's got to go to the body shop. May already be at the body shop right now. David, hope you're working on it. And it's got to be repainted. Just that front corner. And then we're going to do a paint correction on the rest of the car and see how it comes out. Hopefully it will match. And at that point, make a determination of what to do with the rest of the exterior of the car. There has been some contention about keeping it original, repainting the entire car. Of course, it'll be with paint and clear versus the single stage lacquer, or wrapping the car, possibly. Keeping the car original, fixing the front corner, and then wrapping the car so that it looks like brand new, yet maintains the original condition underneath. Younger guys like that a lot more than the older guys. Leave your comments about that. What do you think? Put a note in the suggestion box and tell me what you think as far as what my path should be on that. Just keep in mind I have a budget, trying to cash flow this out as we go. I guess ideally it would be nice to have the entire car repainted and get close to a concourse condition, but it probably won't happen anytime in the near future. So the timeline, bought the car on February 6th, got it here that weekend. We started work on it, and it's been being worked on for the last 4 months, been waiting for some parts. But the big thing we're waiting on is for a couple other cars to get out of the shop and free up the experts to get on there and finish my car. There's an XJ220 that's been in there since November. It's had to have parts ordered, custom parts fabricated, just a huge amount of work for that car to get the, it's an engine out repair in order, or service in order to replace the fuel system and service that car, which has to be done every 6 years. So that should be back on the road by the end of June, and then my car should be next. So we're looking at possibly the sometime in August, getting the E-type back on the road. That should wrap up the current situation for the E-type. If you liked our video, give us a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, please do, and click the notification button. That will alert you about future videos to come. And leave a comment in the bottom. Let me know what you think about the paint or any other suggestions or comments that you have. You won't hurt my feelings. Yeah, check in with us. I'm sure there'll be at least one more video as the car gets completed and we get it back on the road. So thanks for joining us at the Full Octane Garage. Hope to see you soon.